You need to stop. You're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, stop. Okay, Momo. Ready to get to work? You're kind of in the way. Keep going. Oh my goodness. Can I do my work? Can I do my work? Oh. Okay. I'll put you down. Okay. I'm going to be working on a print today that I did, I think, in 2019.
So, an oldie but a goodie. This is probably one of my favorite pieces I ever made in art school. And it is really old, but I'm going to use it to experiment with a new technique, which is me attempting some articulated movement and some movable pieces. And if my cats would let me, I'm going to get started. You want to sit on my lap? Why do you never just want to sit on my lap? Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm going to attempt to make this piece more colorful, a little bit more, I don't know, stimulating, and I'm going to try to make part of it interactive. That's what we're working towards. So I think I'm gonna try to make this girl lean over the side of the boat. So I'm gonna attempt to make one of these mechanisms. This was a prototype that I made just for practice, and it works okay. So there is a hub here with this arm that sits inside of this pull tab, and on the other side, when I pull that tab, it's a very subtle movement on this one, but that circle or that hub is pivoting, and it only pivots a little bit because I made the mistake of making the pull tab too far away from the hub. So if this was moved up a little bit, it would pivot more. But I'm gonna attempt to make one of these to attach to the back of her, but I'm also gonna be kind of playing around with the colors and the background and maybe adding in some other elements. So let's get started. I've got some heavyweight cardstock. And I've got my handy dandy compass. Okay. I think, I don't really know. I think I want the hub to be somewhere over here. Well, I think. So kind of like the mirror. Oh, although, so maybe I do want it to look like this. Okay, this will be the back. So I'm gonna try to recreate this one, but with the pull tab a little bit closer to the hub itself. And we don't need that to be too big because she's not too big. I'm just gonna measure. I think that will be okay. I honestly love that working on these movable pieces has given me a reason to use my compass because I rarely use it and I love it. Or I rarely used it previously. Okay, I brought too much stuff over and I don't know where anything is. There we go. I'm like the queen of breaking my X-Acto knife tips. I don't know what it is, but I'm always breaking them. What's going on down there? Appa is playing with a wrapping paper tube, so if you hear someone gnawing on cardboard, I apologize. tendency to just really overthink the mechanics of this, and I'm at a point where I just want to stop slowing myself down and try things, because if I conceptualize it too much, it's just never going to get made. And if I allow myself to try things and mess up, I will make much more progress. So that is what I'm attempting to do. Ooh, okay. Removed that. Does this pencil have lead? No. I hope that's big enough. Oops. That's a little off center. Okay. So that pivots. This pull tab might not be long enough. I'm gonna make one down here. Alright, let's just go for it. Come on. Alright. So it'd probably be easier to see if I was using multicolored paper. I apologize. So this is the pull tab. And I'm now gonna make this arm out of this piece. I am just gonna make it a little bit thinner. Maybe too thin, let's see. I think that will work. I think my main fear is that these pieces are gonna break down over time, which is probably just something I need to overcome for now. Trust the process. Okay, so this could pivot all the way over to here. So you essentially just want a circle that is going to be just the right size for this little arm to go through. It's honestly really hard to use the compass for circles this small. I think I'm going to switch to just using this. Oh, and I can actually test out the size of the circle. That's a lot easier. Okay. So I think what I need to do now is glue this pull tab on and let it set. And my problem in the past has been being too eager and testing out the mechanism while it's still drying. So I need to try to be patient. Let me grab my glue. This is the good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put something on top of that to help it set. Maybe just you. Where are you fitting? Okay, not the heaviest thing in the world, but it'll keep it pressed down. And I'm gonna work on making this little piece here, which holds the pull tab steady and straight, and maybe this piece here, which does the same thing on the other end. Hopefully I didn't make this too far away. I guess we'll find out. I can always move the hole. Get some tape. And this piece of tape, I'm just going to cut thinner. Okay. So that pulls that way. Hi. Thanks for asking. I'm trying to make this piece into a movable artwork. So if you've ever played with like a pop-up book where you pull a tab and something on the page moves, I'm trying to make this piece one of those. That's what I'm working on. I hope it works out. I'm like completely out of my depth and have no idea what I'm doing, but it's fun to try it out and experiment. How are you? Congratulations. A lot going on in your life right now. So true. Nobody knows what they're doing. Fake it till you make it is the forever mindset. Well, I'm like really enjoying seeing all the pictures and seeing how you guys are doing. Looks like you're having an amazing time. I'm doing well too. I like love being on summer break. I'm sure your bride feels the same way, you know? Like, I would not give up my summer break for anything. I keep hearing my cat eating something. What are you doing? Nothing. Oh, yes. It's just like such a gift. I feel like every industry needs to have 2 months built-in vacation time. I don't know how anybody else survives without it, because I certainly wouldn't. Hey, buddy. Come join my stream. I'm gonna have to pop over and watch one of your streams soon, because I'm still quite new to Twitch and I want to see how the experts are doing it. I've only just started my video game streaming. Oh my god, only 3 personal days? You know what? I don't know why I just exclaimed like, I can't believe that, because I only have 3 personal days also. But I have more sick days. And, oh my god, Appa. Oh my goodness. And I think I can use my sick days, like, you know, for pre-planned events. Alright, I'm putting you down. That's Appa. He desperately wants to be a streamer too. Yeah, I really want to watch one of your streams. I started doing The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker because I figured if I'm on here, I might as well stream a video game. And honestly, I'm having like so much fun doing that I'm struggling to motivate myself to do my art streams, which is like what my goal was. Oh my god, she's got to use her days. It's really hard I understand. I have a hard time using my days as a teacher because I get stressed about having sub plans. Like the idea of having someone else come in and do my job and like trying to leave them instructions on how to do it is terrible. It's the worst. So I would wonder if that plays a role for her too. Oh my gosh, thanks so much. It was really nice to chat with you. You're so sweet to stop in, and I'll see you in your chat sometime soon. Okay, I probably should be gluing this, but tape is so much faster. Okay, that now pulls. Ooh, that's the only thing is that you don't want to pull it too far, because then it could like pivot and not go back into the slot. So, here's my question. You are looking sort of dry, so I'm gonna test how much this thing can actually pivot. if it stops here. Uh-oh. Oh, and it's automatically gonna stop there. Okay. We're learning on the job here, people. Okay, so if it's not in that hub, maybe I don't need that. Because this will stop automatically and you won't be able to push it in past, you know, wherever I stop it, which it could go all the way up to there. So let's take a look at the back. It's schmovin'. You see that? Hard to see. Oop, I'm up too high. Okay. That for sure moves. So what I'm gonna do now, get out my girl. And I'm gonna cut her out. Say goodbye. This is print 4 out of 25, so it's okay that I'm cutting her out. Don't be sad. Don't be scared. Just do it. Ooh, she's starting to pop out. You know, I'm thinking about how this hand will be affected if she's pivoting. Maybe we want just her upper body to pivot. Let's start by cutting just her upper body out, because we can always reattach if we need to. No, we're gonna cut the whole thing out. We're gonna cut the whole thing out. And we're gonna see what happens. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to be adding to her skirt, so it's not a problem that the bow is cutting off some of it. Okay. Let's see where we are. Ooh, okay. She's free. So now I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna just tape her temporarily. So I'm sliding 2 pieces of tape. What? Hi. Under these wings. I am gonna, I'm just gonna like put her down. Appa, you are really in the way. I know you wanna stream. I know you do. Oh, buddy. I know you wanna stream. What if you sat in my lap? Could that be something that you do? I know, you're not really a lap cat. Not for me anyway, just for your dad. Appa kind of has a preference for my husband, and Momo has a preference for me. Just a little bit though. Just a little bit, right? Don't bop me on camera. I see what you're doing. Ugh. I like that he thought better about that. He definitely thought about it for a minute. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to move her. Let's see what happens. I don't know if this tape is really good enough to hold, but... Ugh. What? Okay, wait. I'm gonna hold her this way. Oh my god, guys. It's kind of working. I'm just like addicted to trying it right now. It's not the smoothest motion, but it does work. That is so freaking cool. Okay. So now, let's think about this. Here she is in the grand scheme of things. So we gotta create like a different background. I wonder if I should like remove this background and I'll leave the boat intact. Oops. Don't rush. I have a tendency to rush. Okay. This is one of those artworks that made me feel like I was starting to understand what I was doing. I had a teacher in art school, my painting and drawing professor. Anybody who went to NAS knows Maureen. And I remember her saying when I was a freshman that you won't really know how to draw until you're a junior. And I remember thinking, like, okay, this is probably like a standard thing for an intro to drawing professor to say, like, all these kids coming in who are like probably the best in their high school class at drawing, but now you're all that, and you're all in the same boat and in this really challenging drawing boot camp. And she's probably like to some extent trying to intimidate us and like knock us down a few pegs, which we probably all needed, maybe some more than others. But it was just like real honest truth. I had like an idea of how to draw, obviously, before my junior year, but I didn't know what I wanted to draw until I was a junior. And this is a piece that I did in my junior year, and it was one that just like clicked immediately for me. I just like sat down and it came out of me. And before that I was like, you know, I don't know, like searching for references and searching for things that interested me. And this was the first piece that just came out organically. I had no references for it at all, which is not like to say that's how all your art should or has to be. And it's not how all of mine is. But it was one of the pieces that felt like an organic experience. And it happened in my junior year. So, Maureen, you were completely right. I don't know why I would ever question you. Not that I did question her. Just some thoughts upon reflection. Okay, wow, there's cat hair on this now. Thanks a lot, Appa. You made your mark. Okay, slicing the final side. I think this is off camera. Let's remove that background, shall we? Okay. It's really hard to fit this into the screen, honestly. It's like too big. I guess I could raise this up. How's that? A little better. Oh, why did I leave that? Why did I leave that? That's where her hand was. This is nothing, I think. I don't know. So I'm just gonna like set her back where she was. Let's get her in view. Oh my god. Okay. And I'm gonna have her like a little bit over the boat. Get my pull tab ready. Okay. Yeah, see, so that thing's in the way. So I'm just gonna cut it off. I don't think I need it. Because we are kind of changing this piece. It's okay if we modify pieces of it. Okay. Maybe I'll have her like slightly behind the boat. Okay, so right now it's just getting caught because I'm like pushing on it. I'm pushing right, like putting some pressure right there. Let me see if I can hold it from another spot. What are you getting caught on? Let's see, let's investigate. I do think something to keep it in its track over here would be helpful. Let's try putting it back in there. Okay, so that would mean I don't want to pull it past like here. That's gonna be my, for now, cutoff line. When I see that, I don't want to pull any further. It's definitely a smaller movement, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be huge. Let me put you back. Obviously, the fact that the pull tab is like at a diagonal and over here can be changed because she's just taped down, so I can figure out where I actually want her to be. Now, why? Okay, I think if this was on a backing board and not just like floating in the air, it would be easier. Oh, and this pulled out of here. Okay, we're making progress though. Don't be fooled. We are making progress. So, if we want the pull tab to be like here, I wonder what would change. Ooh, this tape is pretty good. We had you start. Oh, I could also have her. Oh, that would be maybe a bigger looking movement. If. Okay, putting it back. See, I'm putting strain on it to have it in there. It's getting like caught. Okay. As long as it's gentle, it's okay. So basically you want her to be upright when it's here and she bends when you push it in. It's more of like a push in thing. Okay. So you want her to be upright right here. Stick that tape back down. I would say that that's something, okay? It might not be everything, but it is something. Okay, I know I'm just doing it over and over again. So, here's what I'm thinking. Let's play with color for a little while because I've been working for almost an hour. I think I'm going to wrap it up soon for today, but before I do that, I think we should play with color so I can get a sense of where I'm going. I've got so many options. I feel like I've been using these marbled papers a lot lately. Not that anybody knows that or has seen that, but I have been. And I don't know if I want to continue with them or give them a break. They are really beautiful. And this one does kind of have aquatic energies. Ooh, but is it distracting? Is it dreamy? Yes. I don't know if I love it. I also have one that looks more cloudy. It makes it more daytime, that's for sure. So before it was like nighttime. Oh, it was like nighttime in the sky and it was brighter underwater, which I think is better. So I could do hello, come on. Okay. nighttime-ish sky, and I could replace the background of the underwater with this blue. Oh my gosh, yes. That's gonna be a yes. So what I'm gonna do next is roll this up so that my cats don't crumple it. Set it aside. We'll do the same thing with this one. And at this point it is smart to start using a foam backing board, which I don't have one cut to size at the moment, but it helps give the piece stability. As I'm like cutting so much out of it, it's gonna start to really lack, you know, structural integrity. So if I'm being smart, I'll probably pause. Oh, I'm sorry. My one cat today is really just trying to get noticed and get discovered. I'm probably gonna pause it here. I'll work on some stuff in the meantime before my next iteration, but this was a really productive stream. I'm glad I did this. I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube channel, so if you're watching it there, hi, thank you so much for watching the process. I love you, whoever you are. Keep making art. And I'll talk to you next time.